So in this video, I'm going to talk about some key resources that you can use in order to be successful in each unit. So you will see the pink folder at the top of the Schoology page that says course content or lessons. If you click on that folder and expand it, you will see the unit content, right? This first link here is the biology evidence portfolio. We'll talk more about that in a different video. But if you look, for example, in Unit 1, you will see that every unit has a similar structure to this, all right? It has subfolders for each lesson, and within each those lessons, you can find some activities, labs, uh, the villain that corresponds to those lessons, and sometimes extra projects that you can do in order to gain mastery. And these come either from my unit files or from the um, continue to your exploration section of the textbook for that lesson. And these are extra opportunities to show mastery of biology skills. So if you have a skill that you're not very good at and you want to try to improve your grade, that is what you can engage with. And you can do those at any point throughout the semester. Now, uh, that repeats for every lesson. And then you'll have links that refer to the entire unit. Here we have several assessments. For example, you have the performance task and project, which are assessments that we do every unit. They're mostly review grade comes from those. This performance task usually comes from the textbook, and the project is inspired by a textbook but adapted for online learning situations. And then you have the test, which also is done on the textbook portal. Then sometimes you will have a side quest. For example, every unit has unit connection activities, and I showed you that on the other video that you can do. And this one is no different. And you can do that and submit them here for bonus opportunities to actually demonstrate mastery of biology skills. And because the best grade comes from those that do so in a variety of contexts, especially real life scenarios, that is a great opportunity to get your grade as high as possible. Last but not least, you have this additional practice option link here. This is just an assignment to turn in bonus work or practice things that you've done throughout the unit that you would like to archive or consider as an evidence of your efforts throughout the unit. Then there's a link to the textbook here, and that's kind of a moot link because honestly, it doesn't really work if you click on that unless you've already actually have the textbook open, which I showed you how to do in a different video. It's more of a placeholder to remind you that that's a resource that you can use. And then this first link here is a link to an additional resource document that has a lot of goodies, and I want to show you that specifically on the next video. But then there's a second folder called Course Resources. This is more where you would find things like the syllabus, the class norms, a link to the course plan. That's a pretty cool one. It shows you what we did each day in class. So that's a pretty useful file. And you can see here that what we'll have is the date, what was the goal for the task for that day, and what we did in class that day. So it would usually allow you to catch up if you missed class or something. Then a link to additional practice options, which is a document that kind of describes all the different things you can do in biology class to further practice the content. There's also a link to where to get biology help. So if you're kind of struggling and you want to find out what do I do to do better, uh, then there's a series of things about um content resources in general, which I actually link within each unit. But this is just a general link to find extra practice links and practice workbooks that I end up linking again within each unit folder. Help completing specific types of assignments or general ideas on how to study and do better in class, and links to main biology resources and so forth. So this is just more of a general resource folder that you can find some goodies there if you want to as well. So in the next video, that's part 2 of this one, I'm going to show you guys how to, that main document that's on the uh, first link of every unit. That's a very, very important document to use as a resource. I just wanted to show you the basic navigation of the folders that you will find within your Schoology page.